Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop, to the channel. So I hope you all had a good Christmas, Happy New Year. I've got some cool projects lined up this year, some bigger projects that I'm going to take on. In this video we're going to be making some machinist jacks. So many times using the mill and you've got a lot of stick out, you know, you're wanting to mill a long piece. And when you try and mill that bit that's hovering in air, you always get a lot of chatter. I went and had a look at some of the kind of designs in that, and really, in their basic form, they're really simple, you know. A really easy project for a novice. I drew a wee picture of what I wanted, and then I drew some plans, so I'll quickly show you them, in case you want to, you know, replicate it yourself, then we'll get to it. So that's what I drew. And I've made this size based on the size of my vise. If you've got a bigger vise, you know, then you'd probably want to make this base a bit taller. And I'm going to use this hex bar here, which is a EN40 steel. So it's a nice free machining metal. And then for the tap nut, I'll use the same steel, and then for the thread I'm going to use a piece of brass. And the only reason why I'm going to use brass is so that I can turn the threads on the lathe, and then I'm going to make a wee kind of washer bit. And I don't know why I put it up the top there, but really that bit there is going to be pressing against the bottom, locking the threaded rod in place. Really simple, but a really useful tool. So man, let's get to it. We'll work on the body first. So I'm going to be using M12 by a 1.75 pitch. So I'll need to drill 10mm hole. Drill and tap the body and the tap part in one, and then we could just cut that off. So I think I'll do that. Get it in the lathe now, and we'll face each side of it, and we'll come and we'll drill it and we'll tap it, and then I'll cut a bit of it off, 10mm for the tap part of it. That's it. We want to take it out and we want to tap it. Get started. That's us basically. I'm just going to take this one back out and then go back through with a number 3 tap. Nice. Nice. So I'm going to mark it here about 10mm, and that'll be for the tap part. Just round it out a wee bit. There we go, it looks nice. Right, we'll part it off. Nice. Alright. Wee bit of clean up on the tap, but nice. Right, let's finish with the body. Let it come up about a third of the way and then taper it in. Here. Just gotta run these Alisander just to clean them up a wee bit more. Looks alright, man. Probably make this wee bit first, and then the last part. It doesn't really matter how thick that is. Make it as thick as your spanner or your wrench. We'll just go. Let's go. So I'm wanting to use a 16mm spanner, about 20. So we need to take 2mm off each side. Zero it. Let's see how close we are. Good enough. That's perfect. On to the last bit now. So this bit here, right, so for an M12, we want it, in my experience, a tad under 12, you know, 1190 maybe. Should be alright. Right, so I've already changed the gears. So you see here, to get a 1.75 thread pitch, I needed a 35, a 60-60 and a 30. So I've put them in. If we look down at the indicator table, the thread pitch there, so I need to land on a 6 or a 12, which I'll stick with a 12. Once we engage the lead screw, that will turn, and we need to hit one of the numbers, which I'll just stick, I always just stick with one number to be safe, which is a 12. Best barely. So let's do a scratch pass first. That looks good to me, man. Right, let's proceed. I mean, considering the thread's only the best, it's kind of tight in there. Right, so let's demonstrate it. So let's say I'm wanting to mill this. It having a lot of stick out, when I go to mill any one of these bits, there's going to be a lot of chatter, meaning a crap surface finish. But one of these, I raise the threads until you're basically touching it a wee bit lower, and then I'm going to put this one away down to the bottom and just lock this one in place. And with that locked at the bottom, the bit of threaded rod's not going to go anywhere. And then this is below the piece, so we can raise this bit so that it's pushing up on it. I think that's the idea. That will be supported now, so if I go to mill this, it won't vibrate and there won't have a lot of chatter. Really, really useful tool. Right, I'm going to go make another one, see using ammo. And there we go. I think this one came out a lot better, and the threads in this one actually formed properly. Whereas in that one you can sort of see it's sort of like a double thread. It still works, and for the purpose it doesn't need to be perfect, you know. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm pretty happy with such useful wee tools, man. And easy to make. These are a bit dirty there. So thanks for watching, guys. I've had that problem for a long time in machining, you know, trying to machine bits that are sticking away for the vise, and I've just never thought about the wee jacks. And then when I seen them on, I don't know if it was A-Bomb or Joe Pie's channel, I seen them on, and I thought, oh, they're the perfect things. I need myself some of them, you know. Like I always say, I don't understand the guys that they've got like the same as me when it comes to tools and equipment, sometimes more, but they'll go out and buy all the wee things they can make themselves. I don't understand that, you know. For me, I've always been like that. If I want a tool, and it's a kind of simple tool, I'll always try and make it first myself. If I fail or it turns out crap, then at least I've tried and I've learned something. And if the tool that I've made doesn't work, I may try again before I go and buy the thing, you know. If you've got a mill and a lathe, you know, some drill bits, taps, files, you can make a lot of tooling. More than you think. You know, if you've not really got a great sense of creativity and imagination, you know, buy some books with some basic plans. Just small beginner projects. I'm a beginner myself, so I look at myself in that kind of category as well. I look at books, I take on wee small projects. When it came to the wee machinist jacks, they are kind of simple things. You can't go wrong with that, you know. When it comes to complicated things, make a plan. Most importantly, have it planned out in your head down to the last bolt and threads, and then put it on paper. Once you've got it on paper, you'll have a good idea as to how to go about making it, you know. So, but man, I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I've got some really good projects lined up this year. Fingers crossed I can afford the material. But I'm looking about my workshop, like I've not really got space, you know, for a belt grinder. That's one of the ones that I definitely want to take on this year. I've certainly not got room for a 2x72, but I think the one underneath it is like a 2x36. I'm going to start getting the steel. I'm going to look at getting a motor and a VFD, and we're going to build our own grinder from scratch. But we'll see. Loads of projects lined up this year, machining, woodworking. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video and you're looking forward to the projects this year. And most importantly, you're building stuff in your own workshop. So I'll see you in the next project, alright? Take it easy, God bless, guys. And don't forget, build something. See you later.